That's me, but 20 years ago. And that is my dad. And he kind of looks like Tom Cruise in this photo. This is the story about a shoe. An underdog shoe. The Adidas Stan Smith. So what can my dad have in common with Kanye West, pictured here sometime this year? I'll tell you what. A pair of shoes. So that's Stan Smith. He's a famous tennis player from a long time ago. And these are the Stan Smith shoes, named after him, of course. I'm super interested by their history because they haven't changed, and now all of a sudden they're 3 times the price, and Kanye West is wearing them. How does that happen? How could it be that a product that's been so dormant for so many years suddenly become the hot thing to have? So I did some research and found out why. My mom, who you can see here married my dad, who was also wearing Stan Smiths at the wedding, and she told me about a book by a guy named Malcolm Gladwell, and he calls it The Tipping Point. He explains what causes something to become wildly popular so quickly. He breaks down the tipping point into 3 main sections. The law of the few. Those are the people who help influence the change. In this case, my dad, or to some people, Kanye. My dad wears the same shoes as Kanye. Then there is the stickiness factor, which is basically, can the product stay around? Then he talks about the power of context. Well, I think we're very nostalgic people. There's this song written by this guy named Bob Dylan. You might have heard of him. And there's a lyric in one of his songs that goes, "For the loser now will later win, for the times are a-changin'." And I think that resonates with the Stan Smith. And for all those people out there who feel like underdogs. So I think the Stan Smith is a good metaphor that, never change who you are. And always stay true to yourself. So I think, if anything, this taught me how cool my dad is. And how maybe you shouldn't make fun of your parents for wearing goofy white sneakers.
Ridiculous you looked, and I wouldn't have to